I'm going to ask you to put on your track shoes because we're going to cover in 30 minutes what normally takes us 2 days to cover in one of our mobile commerce strategy sessions with a retailer. What we've learned is that mobile commerce can be divided into 3 waves. The first wave is mobile banking and integrated cross-channel self-service. It's the foundational step in mobile because it's the place where you start to build your database of mobile credentials and the opting in of mobile services. It is where the return on investment is established, and I can tell you that in every client that we've done work in, it's normally less than 6 months that it pays for itself. But as interesting as that ROI is, it's only table stakes for the second and third wave. The second wave being mobile payments and most certainly in promoting cross-channel sales. But the real opportunity in mobile payments is the $6.2 trillion spent at the physical point of sale. You could almost make a case that mobile payments in any other venue is a fatal distraction at this point. If you do the first 2, you're set for the third wave, which is opt-in, user-defined mobile marketing, or what we like to call self-marketing. Because unlike any other marketing channel, mobile requires that the customer first opt in. But the real kicker is that customers that use mobile banking spend 10 to 20% more on their debit cards. Why? Because they have access to their balance information and allows them to maximize the use of their funds. I can tell you that every retailer, every bank, every recurring biller, every business that we've done the mobile strategy for, none of them, before our starting the engagement, even had a field in their customer record for recording the mobile number. If you want to do mobile, you got to have the mobile credentials. And the more the merrier. Meaning if you have the mobile number and the device that they have and the carrier they're on, you can do even more things. In mobile is that the one who enrolls is the one who controls. The first one to enroll the customer and gain their mobile credentials controls the downstream opportunity for turning on mobile payments, for activating opt-in marketing, for devising and getting them to commit at their option to new mobile self-services, which we know that customers that use cross-channel and engage in mobile self-service are more loyal and spend more. And this is an opportunity for every retailer in the room to redefine the payments game as well as your cross-channel strategy. But mobile's not just one channel. Mobile is 16 channels at a minimum. Most of them are open, some of them are closed. The key here is that you have to integrate 16 new channels, not just one channel, but 16 new channels into your cross-channel strategy. Something that's not easy to do. The thing to keep in mind is that mobile is present in every other channel experience. The big 4 are, number 1, store locator. Number 2, to research prices. Number 3, see if they can get a good deal on it, find coupons, read reviews. And the third is to actually make purchases. This is how they're using their mobile device today. In retailing, it was always location, location, location. In mobile, it's locate, locate, locate. And the locating starts, the locating leads a path for you to create your enrolled user base. The point here is if you don't create your enrolled base of mobile users, someone else is going to do it for you. You could put a quick release or a 2D barcode on the entry into the store or an entry into the department and have that app take a picture of that, and it could be up to 30 feet away. Take a picture of a big 2D barcode poster and have a personalized, customized offer rendered inside that application to the customer. Want to get this right? Because cross-channel customers are more valuable. They spend an additional $30 per visit, 50% more in a year, and they have a 4.5 higher lifetime value. The retailer's app is really your first step for expanding your contactable CRM-managed controlled user base. If you don't have an app, this is the new real estate. that you need to get on. By the end of this year, every major retailer, at least in the top 100, will have an app of substance. The key is across 3 major platforms, but if you do it for only one, you do it for the iPhone. What are the 4 P's of a mobile app? Place, promotion, preferences, and payment. Place meaning, you know, the number one use is the geolocator, but that's where you gain enrollment and trigger the geo-based triggers that will give customized ads. Number 2, promotion. Make it worth their while to download and use the app and have it perishable, replenishable offers. Third is the preferences we talked about, but the most important of all of these to gain a registered, known, contactable, renewable, reliable CRM base is payment. When you register a customer for some form of payment, it puts your mobile program on steroids. It puts your cross-channel on steroids in that it will not only increase mobile engagement and enhance your loyalty and rewards programs, but it puts you in a pole position for decreasing your payment costs by steering customers to your preferred tenders, those tenders that build your brand, that cost you less, that you can control, rather than those that are controlled in promoting somebody else's brand. Turn it on. This is an actual iPhone right here. We're running live. That is me. We're in Half Moon Bay. Convenient, right? The consumer enrolls the payment types, but if you have a loyalty program, or in the case of Chuck's case, he's already got customers with a card, he could pre-enroll. You can do the tender steering, which will drive hard dollar savings. The advertising revenue comes to you, the retailer, and all of this with no new hardware, with a real ROI that's controlled by you, the retailer, not a bank. I can tell you in my 32-year career, I've been involved in 6 major consumer payment innovations. I have never seen numbers this high. 57% of consumers say they're interested in having payments in their phones. 90% of them are saying they'd actually pay more for it to have a phone with this capability. But here's the kicker. 64% said they'd switch carriers. 58% said they'd switch banks. If you could get your best customers to visit your store 1 or 2 times more a year, what would be the financial impact? Or how about the increased average transaction amount because they know their balance and they have access to tender collaboration where they can group something from credit or maybe your layaway plan that you promote on the spot. And here's the big unknown is the advertising revenue. In our projections and the work that we've done for the key stakeholders in the industry, I can tell you that this is so big that there are some now trying to devise an advertising-sponsored payment network. No interchange, just let me keep the advertising. Before they do that, I would encourage you to build your enrolled base and get your fair share, because when they start bargaining there, you're going to want a bargaining chip before you let that revenue window or let that revenue go out the window. So obviously, there is an opportunity here. Many times people confuse me with my dad, Ken Crone, who helped launch Bank AmeriCard. He tells a very vivid story at the time in the late 50s, early 60s. There were 2 warring factions at the time of cards. There were a group of merchants trying to form their own payment networks. And then there was Bank of America with Bank AmeriCard, and there was United California Bank with MasterCard at the time, or MasterCharge. Well, we all know who won, right? The banks won out, turned into Visa and MasterCard. But there's always been a smoldering flame over here. There is an opportunity to recolonize.